Average Drinker. I'm Dara. I'm your average drinker. Holy moly, it's 2023. Can you believe it?
It is 2023.
A new year, the year we're getting married. Anyhow, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting, for liking. This is going to be a really fun video. This is our, I guess call it 2022-2023 holiday haul.
Holiday road trip haul.
Can't
remember what we called the video last year.
Holiday road trip haul. That's what we did. So, again, we drove to Kentucky. Well, we drove to Missouri, then to Kentucky, then back to Missouri, and then back home to Colorado. So we had a big road trip, and it spanned over 10 days, and we got a lot of bottles. A lot.
Yep.
And so we're going to tell you guys how our trip went, what we did, what we experienced along the way, the ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights, and all the great bottles we picked up along the way.
The ridiculous amount of whiskey we picked up along the way.
Yeah, this is outrageous. But
yeah.
For us, we actually use like Christmas money. And
My wallet doesn't like it. Your wallet doesn't like it.
But we
but it's fine.
We also saved up. We kind of always save up for this trip because like we don't buy each other a Christmas present. So
our Christmas present was the trip.
Yeah, our present to each other was the trip. So that's just kind of why we kind of save up for this trip, and then we buy what we want when we see it.
Thank you, Costco money back.
Cash back from Costco.
Yep.
Winning.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
Sure.
I don't know. Anyhow, so let's dive into this trip. Let's tell you what we got here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bam. Thank you guys. Now, our trip actually started off kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a nightmare, really.
Well, before we get to that, we're going to try to get through this as fast as possible because we don't want it to be a 45-minute video. But we'll see where it ends up.
I talk a lot.
She does. I'll try to keep her on track.
Nah.
So yeah, go ahead.
So our trip started off kind of crazy, and we ended up having to leave a little bit earlier than we originally planned on because there was a massive storm coming in. And
I'm sure everyone knows about that storm.
It was like the bomb cyclone, and temperatures plummeted to negative whatevers. It was like 30 degrees in Florida. So it was crazy. But we left early thinking we were going to beat the storm, right? We're going to get ahead of the storm. Well, little did we know that was not the case.
No one knew.
No one knew. Yeah. Not a single person, because clearly everybody on the road was screwed.
Yeah.
So we were driving, and we make it past Hayes.
No, we got to Hayes. So when we left at like noonish, 1 o'clock, something like that. And all the weather forecasts were saying we were going to be ahead of the storm to get to Missouri by like 1 in the morning. Yeah, it didn't happen. We got to Hayes, stopped at a liquor store, no luck there. Got some food, and then it was really slick. But we ended up getting on the highway.
It was like freezing drizzle.
Yeah.
It was starting to freezing drizzle on us.
Got on the highway, and then we were like, nope, we're not driving.
It was freezing rain. Like, anytime it's 28 degrees and raining is never a good sign. So
there were cars and semis sliding off the road everywhere. I had you get on my phone and book something through Hilton. I think Hilton's what. Hilton's what I use. Booked a hotel in Salina, and I think that was 58 miles away from when we booked it. And so ideal, it should have taken like 45 minutes an hour. It took us 2.5 hours to get there.
Awful.
Yeah.
It was awful. So many semis in the ditch, cars in the ditch. We nearly got hit by a semi.
Yep.
That was crazy. Yeah. Like, it was crazy. It was, anyhow. So I'm getting off on a tangent here, but the trip was nuts to get started. And so we made it to Salina for the night. We stayed in a hotel. Jade really enjoyed herself. She had her own bed, and she chose to sleep in the freaking chair.
Yep.
There was a chair there, and Jade's just crawling up in it in a little ball. It was so cute.
Yep.
So the next day, we got out on the road again.
Roads were better the next day. We didn't have any issues. Yeah, but we didn't. The roads were clear.
So cold.
The highways were clear. It was really cold.
Really cold.
Got to Missouri, hung out with your family. There was no other whiskey. We'll kind of go through that quick because there's no other whiskey with that.
Yeah, no whiskey. I mean, we drank whiskey, but
hung out with your family, did Christmas there, and then I guess
went to your family.
Went to my family's, and then this is where the first whiskey comes in.
Yeah, and last year actually we had already bought a few bottles before we made it to your family.
We had more luck last
year. This year we did not have any luck.
So the first bottle we got was from my aunt. She watches the channel, and she knows we like the Blue Note Juke Joint picks, and she got us a Blue Note Juke Joint pick from Macadoodles in Springfield, Missouri. And the funny thing about that, she was telling us, what did she tell you about the person she was talking to there?
This was the greatest thing. So she was talking with a guy, and he said, oh my gosh, I know their channel. Like, I watched them. They're one of the few channels that I watch. And So I thought that was really cool.
Yep.
It was really, really cool that the guy knew first of all, he knew what the channel was. And then, she got us this bottle. And I was really excited about it because I love these Blue Note Juke.
This is a really good
uncut, unfiltered. This one is fantastic.
And this one's 122.4 proof, and my aunt and uncle tried it, and they're like, actually, that's not too bad.
He said it's drink smooth.
Yeah, for 122 proof. So yeah,
it's delicious. So that was the first bottle we got, which was cool.
Yeah, then we did some hunting the day after Christmas around St. Louis area. Didn't run into anything there, and I was kind of into that.
And then we started our...
Then this is where we get into everything else.
This is where the fun really begins.
That's Kentucky. So yeah, Wednesday morning, got up at 6 a.m. And drove out to Kentucky. And then where did we go first? Liquor Barn.
Oh my gosh, I was like, where did we go first? I'm like thinking back on this trip already. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. So we stopped at Liquor Barn in Kentucky when we got there. We love going to Liquor Barn. Well, we really went to a few other places, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
We went to Liquor Barn and we went and checked out their selection. We didn't find anything we really wanted, but they had 2 great pours that we got to try.
Yep.
One that actually both of them we wanted to really try. The 2022 Four Roses LE.
Yep.
And the Parker's Heritage Double Barrel.
This year's Parker's Heritage.
Yeah, the newest Parker's Heritage release. So we got those.
Both awesome.
Amazing. Both of them are really, really good.
Yep.
I mean, depending on the mood, I'd pick one over the other because they're both super different. So, fantastic pours, both of them. Highly recommend.
Get a chance to try them.
And the prices at Liquor Barn, you can't beat them.
Yep.
You really can't. Like for pours, for trying things.
Yep.
I still think
bottle prices are good there too.
Well, they are, but I still think it's really cool that you can go to a liquor store and try things.
Everywhere there.
That's what I'm thinking. Yep. So, okay.
So then after that, we met up with a bunch of people. We met up with Blake. We met up with Gary.
Nick.
We met up with
his son-in-law Nick.
Gary's son-in-law Nick. We met up with Zach from My Bourbon Kingdom.
Zach Raymer.
Went to Old Carter. So we had a tasting set up at Old Carter. We have a locker there, and this is where this all comes in. This is a lot. So this we didn't buy on the trip. We had it bought before, and it was sitting in our locker.
Yeah, we kind of bought this throughout the
So
last part
all
of
of this
year.
stuff, the Old Carter Locker Club. I'm sure you've heard of it before. The Old Carter, I think it's 1, 2, 3, plus these small ones.
These are like the Derby specials, right?
Yeah, they're single barrels, Derby single barrels.
Yeah, the Old Carter double Derby single barrel.
We got to try these all there. They're all awesome pours. We
Phenomenal.
haven't opened ours yet, but got to try them all there.
Which is surprising because we usually literally open everything as soon as we get it. We just have.
You'll see with all of these bottles why we haven't opened stuff. Like, it's just there's so much. It's a little ridiculous.
It's a lot. We'll review them at some point.
We might review these. I think some of the other stuff we're probably gonna.
Oh yeah, more likely
before
than
this.
these. Yeah, before these. But
I don't know if we'll review these or not. But
yeah.
The next bottle.
Well,
Yeah,
that
I
was a
guess-
really cool experience. Like,
Oh, yeah,
the
Old
social
Carter.
club. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
like it's beautiful. Like seriously, every time I go in there, I'm blown away by the beautiful, like, the whole vibe. It's just relaxing, beautiful, and the great conversation. You cannot beat it.
Oh, it was a
It
great
was just
time.
so much fun. We had
was a
so
great
much
time.
fun, and we even met another guy in there.
Yeah, our tasting went long, and the other guy came into our tasting. Well, we went into his tasting and just had fun.
Yeah, it was a really good time. The whiskey community is amazing. So amazing.
Yep.
Okay, so
Let's get
what's
rid
up?
of these Old Carters. Oh, wait, then it's another.
But wait, there's
Yeah.
more.
So after that, we went over to Evergreen Liquors.
You can move these.
Oh, yep. We went over to Evergreen Liquors,
Oh.
and we walk in there. They had another Old Carter sitting there, American Batch 10.
Which we couldn't, like, we haven't seen anywhere,
seen it,
and nobody.
so it's like, yep, here we go.
We got it.
Yeah, we had to buy it. So yeah, Old Carter Batch 10. I mean, it's got the price tag on there, $250. So hell of a price on it. Bought it, and it's phenomenal. We haven't drank too much of it, but it's
about
really
4%.
good. It's really good.
It is
I had
really
a little
good.
bit just a minute ago.
And we tried some really great pours while we were
yes,
there.
yes.
Evergreen Liquors or Nulu. A lot
Any
of people,
liquor store, really.
Well, a lot of people call it Nulu.
Yep.
Nulu
Evergreen,
or
Nulu, whatever it is.
Whatever it is. we had a good time there. We really hung out with Zach, and we met some other people from Louisville when we were there, and we got to try. We tried King of Kentucky.
I did get a pour of the King of Kentucky 18.
Oh my Lord.
It's a very expensive pour, but I was like, win in Rome.
Went on vacation.
Yeah,
Christmas.
win in vacation.
It was so good.
So you had the King 18, and then you got...
I got 2 pours. So my first pour, I have not tried any of the Blood Oaths ever until this trip. Like, I was really curious. I've always wanted to try them. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it this time. Because I kind of keep a list mentally of the things that I want to try that I haven't got a chance to try yet. And I tried it, and I was so disappointed. So disappointed. Which, I mean, it's not even in the same realm as the King.
Yep.
But trying that after I tried the King was probably the worst mistake. But that was so bad. I did not like it. It was just bland.
It wasn't really.
For what it is, it was just really bland to me. So
to me, I'm not buying any of the Blood Oath packs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
That's the only one I've had, and it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, for lack of better terms.
It wasn't that good. Now, on a different day, maybe I'll change my mind.
Yeah, and I'd like to try others, but
then I tried.
It's not something I'm looking for.
So I'm obsessed with Orphan Barrel, like anything, and I really want to find some Rhetorics because the Rhetoric we drank all of, and we had the Rhetoric 22. I loved it. So, like, I love that oaky deliciousness. And I was like, I've always wanted to try other ones. Well, I saw the Copper and Tongue there. I think that's what it's called, Copper and Tongue?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Copper and Tongue. And I tried that. That was actually really good. So, enjoyed that. We had some great pours there. Great conversations again, hanging out with everyone. Yep. And then, what happened after that?
We'll save these for later. But yeah, after that, we went and had dinner. We went to Proof on Main. If you're ever in Louisville, go to Proof on Main. We had the bison burger.
Yeah, the bison burger.
Freaking God. So good.
It was cooked perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, we like ours, like, close on, like the pink, super pinkish red side.
Medium rare.
So
it was
good.
Phenomenal.
It was so
good. I had a rum cocktail that was really good, like a cold brew rum thing. Really good.
Oh, yeah. What did I have?
You had an IPA.
I had a beer. I actually drank a beer. Oh, and I also learned that I was allergic to
octopus. The octopus was actually really good.
I'm allergic to octopus. Who would have thought? But I took a bite of it, and I did fine. I ate it. It was good. Like, it was like a fried octopus or something.
Yep.
Yeah, for an appetizer. And I ate it, and then I left there, and my tongue started swelling and getting it was weird. It was super weird. So
yeah. After that, we went back to the Airbnb, had some pours, and kind of went to bed.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I crash out, like a day of traveling and then hanging out with everyone, and a lot of stimulation and a lot of whiskey. So
now on to day 2. Day 2 was just kind of a whiskey hunting day.
It was so fun.
We drove around everywhere. So day 2, we got up and we went out to Wild Turkey and Four Roses. So Wild Turkey, the day before released Master Keep Unforgotten. Of course, we were a day late. They didn't have anything out there, but got to meet up with Bo.
Oh, Bo was amazing. Bo at Wild Turkey.
Yep.
Love the guy. Such a cool guy. He reminds me a lot of Cheech Ardolino. Like, I feel like
I can see that.
I feel like Cheech and Bo could be best friends. In another life, they're probably brothers.
I could see that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like super laid back, like love rock music, both playing bands, etc. But anyways, Bo has great stories, and I never can spend enough time. Like, I would love to spend more time with Bo. So that was a lot of fun. Always great to see him. Just relax. I got a new Wild Turkey hoodie, which I was so pumped for. And then
so then we went on to Four Roses. Nothing there, but we did sit at the bar and had a pour of the 2020 LE again. It's just
every time we go there, we have to get it.
In May they had the 2020 LE. This time they had 2020 LE, and it's $20 pour. We had to get it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like, I want to savor that to me. After trying the 2022 and
but they were days apart. You can't judge that.
Oh, they're so good. Either way, they're so good.
After that, we then drove to Lexington area store, and I picked up another 4-gate 4x4. This one's actually signed by Bill. But I love the 4x4, and our bottle back here, wherever it's at, is almost empty. And I saw this, and you're not going to find it too much. Actually, as we're recording this, I think Sealbox just dropped some.
Really?
Yeah, limit 1, and I think they want $230 for it. This was $200, but yeah, because there was only 365 bottles of this one. So we now have 2 of the bottles. So yeah, bought that, and then after that we drove around some more.
Did you say who we were hunting with?
Oh, we were hunting with Blake and Gary.
Blake Benson and Gary Franchi. The greatest guys ever.
Yeah.
They're just hands down some of the greatest human beings in the world. Just the nicest, and we love spending time with. They've literally become our family, really.
Yep.
So.
Then I'm not gonna say where we went, but
because I don't even know where we went.
Gary knew where this next bottle was, so he took us over there. And we first tried this bottle at the Bourbon Junkies Pours in the Park and fell in love with it, and have been looking for one ever since.
It was the best whiskey I had that entire weekend.
And
We tried a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
Gary knew what it was and took us right to one. Actually took us to 2 of them, and Blake bought the other one.
This is actually signed by Dixon Deadman. Did you notice that? That's the first time I've ever seen that.
I don't know if that's signed or what.
It might be the
it's
label.
Probably the label. But yeah, Kentucky Owl Batch 9. We haven't opened this one yet, but we have had it. It's phenomenal.
It's so good. It's so freaking good.
It is an expensive bottle, but it is damn good.
So good. And this was actually retail at that store.
Yes, yeah. If we didn't find a Master's Keep 1 before we went to Kentucky, this would have been in our wedding box.
Yeah.
But our Master Keep 1, I guess the first time we said we found one.
We found a Master's Keep 1, which is actually the perfect.
Oh yeah, it's
for our
perfect,
wedding
but
box.
that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But that's going in our wedding box. This isn't. This will get drank sooner rather than later.
Yes.
So yeah, that's Kentucky Owl, and then after that we went to another liquor barn. What'd you find there?
Okay, so I actually saw this bottle everywhere. You guys have, if you haven't seen my review, go check it out. There's a review on this, and I'll tell you what it is in a second. But I have been wanting to try it because I heard a lot of people reviewing this bottle, which, again, FOMO, I gotta get it, gotta have it. But this is benchmark foolproof. So I have like I said, I've seen a lot of reviews on this, and I'm super curious, right? It's like a Buffalo Trace, whatever. It's from Buffalo Trace, and I was like, 125 proof for $25 or less.
I think it was $23.99.
It was like $23, yeah.
Plus tax.
Yeah, I saw it like $23 all over Louisville. Like literally everywhere, even all over Kentucky, really. Anywhere we went that day, I saw it.
Yep.
And I kept wanting to buy it, so I finally bought it because for the price, can't go wrong.
Why not, based on everything else we spent?
Yeah, so I was like, so I tried it, and I really, it's actually really good. For $25, if you guys see this in your area, check it out. It's a butterscotch bomb.
Yeah,
it really is.
It is good.
It's good for what it is. I mean, but 125 proof, I was like, how often can you get something at that proof at that price?
Oh yeah.
These days. So I got it, liked it. I finally picked it up at Liquor Barn.
Go watch the review.
Go watch the review, I guess. Shameless promotion here. Yeah.
So after that, we went back to.
Oh, wait, did you miss Four Roses?
Nope.
Oh.
Way to ruin it right there.
Oh.
After that, we went back to the Airbnb and just drank and ordered some pizza, and that was about it.
Yeah, we went on a walk to get the pizza.
Yep. We just kind of hung out and drank some whiskey, and
I fell asleep again on the couch.
Fell asleep on the couch, and then you went to bed, and no, that was a different night.
Pretty much every night.
I think we went to bed early that night.
We did.
So then the next morning, we had some stuff in Bardstown we needed to do, because we had a tasting at, where do we have a tasting at? We had a tasting at Heaven Hill.
Oh yeah.
Then we had a reservation at Bardstown for lunch, and then we were supposed to have a Jim Beam tour, and we didn't go to. But
the Heaven Hill thing was.
Well, before we get to the Heaven Hill.
Oh yeah, I'm jumping ahead.
So
this is me every time.
On our way down there, we're like, okay, we're gonna go down a little bit early because Four Roses opens up a little bit early. Grab that bottle. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go to Four Roses, the Cox Creek facility, and see if they have stuff. You can show it, doesn't matter. This isn't actually the bottle from there. This is a different one. But we did pick up a bottle at the Four Roses.
Barrel strength, yeah.
And then gave it to a friend.
Because they
were really looking for one, so we gave that one away. You know who you are if you got it.
Hopefully you love it.
Yes.
Actually, it's kind of funny because that person just texted me.
There you go. Wonder if it was about that. But
no.
So yeah, Four Roses. After that, we don't have the bottle here.
What is it?
So after that, where did we go? in Bardstown? Jeopardy music insert here. Do 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 do.
We went to Bardstown lunch.
Do do.
Heaven Hill.
We went to Kroger, and we got some Pepto-Bismol.
I couldn't remember. No,
get that bottle.
Hold on.
Oh, jeez.
I gotta tell about the Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, it's fine. Well, it's already ruined.
I had
because
acid.
you couldn't remember what
I couldn't remember
what we did.
Well, that makes sense. It definitely fits the bill. But yes, I had to get Pepto-Bismol because my stomach sometimes when
This guy needed it.
I needed it.
Oh, I needed it.
Well, I did drink some too. After a few days of whiskey drinking, like trying new things and then eating pizza too a couple times. We ate pizza in St. Louis too.
Yep.
And all that cheese. Not good for my tummy. Pepto-Bismol it was, but then we were ready to rally after that. And while we were at Kroger, freight stopped because I have a good eye. And I saw these boxes in the Kroger liquor store. And I was like,
Okay.
oh my God, there's Russell's Reserve single barrel. And this is a 10-year or 9-year, whatever. It's almost 10 years.
Yep.
And so...
It's a Russell single barrel. It's the cheapest we found it. 75 bucks, I think.
70.99. Oh wait.
I think before tax like 75 bucks, 74.99, something like that.
Cheapest I've seen it in a while.
Picked it up.
It's
had it.
good.
It's delicious.
That's what I was drinking.
And we're at a 20-minute-ish video already, and we still got more to go.
It's okay.
So
We're gonna get there.
Rush this one along.
We're getting there.
After this, then we went to... This is the one that I like. So if you watched the haul from before... Give me that bottle. We tried getting this bottle, the Lux Royal Double
We
Barrel.
finally got it. Sorry.
We missed out on this one last time. We missed out on it by a day in May when we were there. So they actually had it this time. It was like, bye. So picked it up. It's delicious. That's what I was just drinking here. It was worth the wait to get.
I gotta try a little more.
And-
Okay, now what?
What are you doing?
I'm just trying something again. It's
Then
really good.
After that, we went to Heaven Hill for our tasting there.
Which was good. It was a good tasting, but then also they were
Well,
like, you can purchase this bottle.
So
one
we
of
did the
bottles.
connoisseur tasting where you tried Parker's Heritage Orange Curacao,
That was good.
ECBP C922,
Toasted Barrel
the ECB or Elijah Craig Toasted,
and Henry McKenna.
Henry McKenna 10,
And Heaven Hill, bottom.
And they offer, when you do that tasting, they offer you a bottle that's in that tasting. We were hoping it was going to be Parker's Heritage. No, it was the Heaven Hill.
The only bottle that
The only one I was going to buy was because
Yeah.
when we went in, the bottle release for that day, special bottle release was ECBP C922. Passed on that because we already have a couple bottles.
and Toasted Barrel.
Oh yeah, and they had that one. But yeah, did that tasting, finished up with that, went to Bardstown.
For lunch.
Yeah,
oh
Bardstown
my God.
lunch. We tried before we had lunch at Bardstown, we had the Disco 9. We got a pour of that.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Disco 9's really good.
It is.
And
I
did not buy a bottle of it, but I'm sure we will at some point.
when it comes to
come out in
Colorado. Yeah.
Denver. Then we had lunch. Was it Kentucky poutine?
Holy
Awesome.
shiz, it's so good.
Get the Kentucky poutine.
And the steak frites. Every time I have them. Now, I'm heartbroken still that they don't
the
have
chimichurri on it.
The chimichurri on the steak frites is so good, and they changed it to some other darker sauce with some kind of soy base into it. Don't like it as much, but the steak is actually still good. I got a pour of Lucky 7 Holiday Toast because I've never tried it, but it actually was really good.
I got my typical, and I'm there, the barrel aged old fashioned because it's delicious.
It is really good. So every time we go to Bardstown, their food is phenomenal. It's like a must. If you're traveling in Kentucky, you have to go there for lunch. Like book a reservation because they're always on a wait.
Then after that, we were supposed to go on a Jim Beam thing. We skipped that, and we went back into Louisville, hit a couple stores, and then that bottle, that one right there.
We got this bottle. This is so fragging. Can we open this and show how beautiful it is?
Just be careful when you open it. The Wild Turkey 12, the import.
Oh my lord. This is amazing. I love Wild Turkey 101. This is Wild Turkey 101 12 years old.
It's delicious.
It's so freaking good. So good. The nose is good. The palate is good. Love it.
Yeah.
I want a million bottles of this.
We got at Neat on our way. So I said we went into Louisville. We stopped at Neat. We stopped at Airbnb to get rid of some stuff. And then we stopped at Neat on our way to Just Us Bourbon to meet up with
Terry.
Terry.
Terry and Christina. Yep. Terry, oh my gosh. So Terry and Christina live in Kentucky, but a different part of Kentucky. Oh,
yeah, 2 hours away.
So they were there. They had a tasting. They wanted a tasting from Bourbon Junkies. I
think it was Bourbon Junkies.
Yeah, they wanted a tasting from Bourbon Junkies, and they had one with at Justin's House of Bourbon. Yep. So it was awesome because we got to meet them. Thank you so much for being patrons, by the way. We really appreciate you guys. But seriously, the nicest people ever. Loved getting to hang out with them for a little bit. Yep. Can't wait to see them next time. Terry has a badass truck.
Yeah.
His truck match. If you ever see T. Jarrett in chat on live streams, Deadpool. His truck is totally Deadpool. It's really cool. And then Christina was amazing. We got to hang out, have a drink there. When Miriam was there.
Miriam's awesome.
Miriam works at Justin's House of Bourbon, and she's awesome.
Say hi to her if you're over there. She's awesome.
She's such a sweetheart.
I think I got an old fashioned at Justin's House of Bourbon, and you got.
I got a gin drink, but I also
got gin drink, but then she was like, I want to try this pour. It's expensive. I was like, just buy it.
I really wanted it because it was my birthday.
It was a 1989 Wild Turkey, and
I wanted it so. It was it cheesy gold foil?
That was not cheesy gold foil.
Oh, well, it was a 1989 Wild Turkey, and I loved it, and I want
Russells. The Russells.
Are you gonna have some?
Yes. That's what I'm asking for. Continue.
Okay, so it was really good. This is gonna be like a 45-hour video. Sorry, guys.
We're at 28 minutes of recording right now.
Oh. Yeah, whatever.
Yep. So then after that, we went and met back up with. We met up with Blake and Gary and Nick and a special guest.
Special guest.
Yep. This was at North of Bourbon.
North of Bourbon, which is okay. So every time we go to North of Bourbon from now until eternity, I'm gonna call it neat.
Yeah.
Because the first time.
It's an inside joke.
It's an inside joke, but it's really stupid. I got confused anyway. Like when you're in a place you're not familiar with, you think one place is another place.
Or you're directionally challenged.
I'm directionally challenged. Yep. So. Anyhow, we were at North of Bourbon, and it's a really cool place. I love North of Bourbon. We hung out. Our special guest.
Yep.
Our special guest, Bob.
Now that took 2 minutes to get to the special guest.
Squirrel. Bob D'Antoni from Foregate. So Bob D'Antoni was there from Foregate, and he let us try some of their new upcoming whiskeys that they're going to have. Like the new innovations, the new finishes that they're doing.
Yep.
Holy freaking moly.
Just say you don't want to miss out.
You don't want to miss out because
we can't say
we
stuff about
are not ambassadors or like salespeople or anything for Foregate, but holy shit, that stuff was good.
We will be buying multiple bottles of those. Let's just put it that way.
I need to say I'm sorry because I don't want to say the bad word because I know. Now, Christina told me her daughter watches us, and I'm like, oh my gosh, her daughter watches us. Anyhow, so we got to try some great pours that are coming out from Foregate in the next year.
Yep.
So
stay tuned for those.
The finishes, though, mind blown.
Yep.
Literally mind blown. So we tried them all. Bob's always a pleasure to hang out with.
Bob's awesome.
Bob is just such a sweetheart, and he's been nothing but nice to us. So we love Bob.
Yep.
And yeah, it was fun hanging out there. And then
after he left, you got a pour of something.
So I got a pour, and I was like looking on their menu, and I saw Knob Creek Single Barrel, which you guys know by now. I'm obsessed with Knob Creek Single Barrels. The 120 proof single barrels, the picks are so good. They're so good. And this one was one of the best single barrels that I had tried. Now, granted, I had been drinking a little bit.
Yeah, we had a few.
But to me, this was so phenomenal. I can't wait to crack it open again. Anyhow, so this one, I was like, I'm buying this.
Well, you asked if they sold bottles.
Like, do you sell bottles of this? And they were like, yeah, we do. Let's go I'll go in the back and check and see if we have any. I'm like, please sell me this bottle. Please. And it's the Knob Creek Single Barrel Select. This is from North of Bourbon and the Blackout Group, which it is some of the picks they're doing in the Blackout Group are amazing. That we have one other one that's an American whiskey that Sean Dolly gave us that is so good. So good. So if you're ever in Louisville and you're at North of Bourbon and you want to try a Knob Creek Single Barrel pick, go try this one because
North of Bourbon has some great picks over there.
That's what it's crazy.
And really good food. We didn't eat there this time, but they do have some good food.
It's crazy because I used to be like all about, trying this crazy, amazing pours or whatever. But the single barrels sometimes are better. So that was freaking good.
I'm trying to rush this along because we are getting a long video here. So then after that, we went back to Neat and met up with Julie and Dan and Ryan Alves and some of Julie and Dan's friends that they were in town to visit.
Yep, Lisa and...
I cannot remember. I'm horrible with names.
Me too.
And had some good pours there.
And
I had like a old pre-fire Heaven Hill that was really good. You had an older Wild Turkey.
I did.
I can't remember what else I had, but while we were there, they had that big old bottle. Be careful with it. Give me that green box.
We also ate pizza before that again.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. There's no bottles associated with that.
Well,
So then Neat had this for sale. They had a bunch of these for sale.
ugh.
And so had to buy this. Yep, that's the cornerstone.
We
So
never had
it's not
Master's-
retail. It's a little over retail, but
But
that's
not
it
by
wasn't
much.
crazy. So yeah, cornerstone. Got back and got this. Took it back to Airbnb and I opened it up right away.
Because we were like on the fence at first about buying
Yeah,
it.
so I bought it. It's damn good.
It's
if you like Rise. It's
If you
freaking
like
fine.
rice, it's really good. It's so good, actually.
So that was end of that. Or then after that, we went back to the Airbnb and just started drinking.
We drank more, and I fell asleep again.
I was a little hungover the next day.
I wasn't. I feel proud
then-
of myself. I fell asleep on the couch and went to
Yep.
bed early at 11 o'clock.
You know? And then we had some friends help us acquire a couple bottles while we were out there.
Well, not acquire, but like they found them for us, or
Yeah,
told us where to
found
find them.
They found them for us, and then we got them. So we got a Master's Keep Unforgotten.
Yes, finally.
Finally found one of these.
Finally.
We got half a bottle of the Jepson's cognac finished bourbon. This is actually really good. I was really surprised by this one, and
You were drinking it, and
I was like, "This is good."
this is really good.
It's not I think it's like a $45 bottle. It's not crazy expensive.
really
So
good.
Jepson's bourbon cognac finish. If you find one, get one.
Anytime I see Jepson's, I think of Malort.
Yep.
But that is
Yep.
not Malort. It's not. It's
And
actually
then this bottle. Oh, we found the old Carter Batch 9 to go with 10. And
Thanks
as you
to
can
our
tell, the Batch 9's been hit a little bit. So yeah, we ended up getting all of them. All the Batch 9 and 10 of those.
Yep. So I've got to do a battle. I need to do a review and then a blind pour of both
Yeah,
of them.
there will be one of those coming up of Batch 9 and 10. I don't know when we're doing it, but it's coming up soon.
It's coming up soon. So
So,
that's good. Oh,
That's not a Tuesday toss-up. That's going to be a review.
yeah, for sure. I don't think, I don't.
Yeah, it's a review.
Definitely
I mean,
a
there's
review.
2,800 almost 2,900 bottles of this one. I think there's 2,600 of the other one.
Yeah. Okay, so, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So now, like, while we were out there, I was, like, talking back and forth with a few people, and, like, they wanted a couple bottles we had, and I wanted a couple bottles they had, so we made some trades. So while
When we got back in Denver.
Yeah.
Well, we made the trades out there,
while we were out there, so
but it
these,
was with people in Denver.
and so we got them when we got back, so I still count those toward our holiday haul, and that is the Jack Daniel's Twice Barreled and the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. So
Batch 130.
Batch 130. So this one, the review is coming soon on.
Yep.
It depending on when you watch this video, but the review is coming
Yep.
soon. Super freaking excited for it. The review on this one, and then we haven't opened this yet, but I cannot wait to open it.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna open this one soon.
Yeah, I think we have planned a review of this one, the Wild Turkey Unforgotten,
Uh-huh.
and the 12?
Yeah.
I think that was it? The Wild Turkey 12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
think
And
that's
then the Carters at some point too.
Yeah, and then the 9 and 10 American
Yep.
whiskeys. Yep.
So that was a wild trip. Oh, and then
Oh, geez.
the trip back. Like
Did
we
we
had.
go over the trip back?
we
There's
could
no
just-
whiskey involved.
There's no whiskey, but we can just say like it's ended just how it started. It really did.
Okay.
It ended just how it started, and that was with a crazy snowstorm.
And
So it
haze.
took us 15 hours to get back.
12-hour drive took 15.
It was a long drive back. So that's all I got to say about that. It was a crazy snowstorm. It took us a lot of time to get back, but we made it. We didn't find any whiskey on the way
No.
back again, so.
No, actually we did.
Wait, what?
I forgot. It's not down here. I completely forgot about it. We found another C920.
We
did.
did.
One of the bottles we
Oh, wait, there's more.
one of the bottles we traded was an Elijah Craig C922 for one of these. I don't remember which one.
Because we
that
bought
and some other
one
stuff.
backup, because we really love C922.
And when we stopped in the middle of Kansas, we found another Elijah Craig C922. It was like, yep, we're gonna buy that to replace.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
So I
we
forgot
found
about that one.
See, we found
Yeah.
one. We found one. So that was a trip, really. I mean, we made it back after 15 hours, and it was a really fun trip. We got to hang out with all our friends. not all of our friends, but a lot of our whiskey friends and people that are like family to us. So it was a great time.
Yep. Sorry for the long video.
Sorry for the long video, but really this is it was just our trip and
Yep.
it was fun, and we did the same thing last year too.
Yep.
So
Long video, lots of whiskey, and Wallet doesn't like it.
but it was our Christmas present
it was Christmas.
and money we
Yep.
saved up.
Yep.
So
We went a little nuts. It is what it is.
now, if there's a bottle in here that you really like, that you've tried, let us know in the comments. We're curious to see what you guys think. If there's something that you want to find or any questions you have about going to Louisville, because we've been
We went 3 times this past year.
3 times in the last year. It's kind of become our second home, and we really love going to Louisville, and everybody's always so welcoming there, and it's always a great experience. So, whoa,
Dog's barking about something.
dog's barking about something. Anyhow,
That's the time to end this.
that's the time to end this. So thank you guys for watching. Leave comments if you got them. As always, we really appreciate you. We love your support. Well, we love you. We appreciate your support, and we're so grateful for you. So have a great day, and we'll see you next time. What is she barking at?
37 minutes.